Paid ads versus content. This is always a debate between internet marketers. Should we run paid ads to sell the product? Should we run content and organic marketing to sell the product? How should we do it? What way should it be done? Let me show you how. Should you run paid ads? Should you do content? Should you do both? How does it work? Look, the short answer is that both is what you should be doing, but I want to explain why, and then I'm going to explain the mechanics of how it works so you understand why you need both. Don't just hear both and then leave the video, because then you really won't know how it works or how it operates. So let's get into it. Now, why both? Because paid ads, work better when there's content, and content works better when there's paid ads. And why is that? Because when you're running paid ads, let's say you're running to a cold audience, that audience doesn't know you, and they need to see your content over and over and over again. So if you have a ton of great content, the paid ads work better because people trust you more. They know you more. They like you more. It's that simple. Now, if you have a bunch of content, and you run paid ads, let's say you do it in this sequence, the content becomes more valuable because the paid ads is extracting more dollars out of the audience that is already viewing your content. It's pitching people in a matter of terms. It's pitching people. It's getting the word out about your product, about your offer, about everything that you have going on. Now, that's why you need both. If you just have one, just content, it's like you're going to perform good, but you could always do better if you're making more call to actions, which paid ads can do. If you're just doing paid ads, it'll probably do okay if it's run the right way, but you could always do much better if you have a ton of people that already know you. It makes the paid ads a lot more efficient. Now, how does it work? Every funnel is as simple as this. There's a random person, and that random person is eventually going to become a buyer, or ideally a buyer. Now, they start out as a viewer. Oftentimes on social media, they become a follower. They see you a bunch, they become a fan. Then they can become a lead, and maybe they purchase like some upsells, downsells, little like ebooks and whatnot. But your main offer is when they become a buyer, in my mind. Okay? Now, this random person becoming a viewer, that can be done organically. And that viewer becoming a follower, that can also be done organically. And that follower becoming a fan, it can also be done organically. They typically become a fan when they see you 20 or 30 times, 20 or 30 pieces of content. I'm thinking specifically like short form right now. Maybe YouTube is a little bit less, maybe like 7 videos-ish. But you get the picture, right? They got to see a bunch. And that fan becomes a lead when they trust you enough and like you enough and want the information and the offer that you have out there enough for them to give you their email and their phone number or purchase a small item. And that lead becomes a buyer when the offer that you have and the product that you have is something that solves their specific problem. Okay? Now look, everything from random person down to lead was all about content. And genuinely, your paid ads are content too. What do you think's in the video? What do you think the creative is, the copy is? It is content at the end of the day. Now, what I like to do is I like to start brands with completely organic content first. And why is that? Because it's free to get started. Okay? We can test for free. We can dial it in. We can, I guess you could say we could calibrate the brand and test it for free and get the content perfect. And then we take the best performing pieces of content and we direct them first to a cold audience, to those random people, and we get them to be a viewer. Boom. We just take the best performing piece that got a bunch of viewers already organically, and we just show it to more people. It's already proven. It's already working. We're just using the ad to force it into the eyeballs of more people. It's that simple. Now that viewer becomes a follower probably when they like what's also on your page that they're viewing, but also they maybe see you a couple times and say, okay, well, I've seen him a bunch. Like, let me just follow at this point. I like his message. And that follower becomes a fan when they see you 20 or 30 times. Well, maybe you could use paid ads to make this happen faster. Like, imagine that happens in 2 weeks with content because it just takes time to scroll and eventually see. But imagine you forced it. So as soon as someone found you and saw you as a random person, they get shown a bunch of videos over and over and over again, and they're a fan within 3 days, okay? And they want to opt in and give you their email and their phone number immediately. That is an efficient system and an efficient funnel for bringing people from a random person to a lead and getting them in your sales pipeline to eventually becoming a buyer. There's 3 things that need to happen for somebody to become a buyer. They need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you, okay? Typically, what's going to happen here is these are all going to kind of be weighted out of 10, for example. Like, they need to know you. How many points out of 10 do they know you? How many points out of 10 do they like you? How many points out of 10 do they trust you? Do they trust you to get the result that they want? You know, if it's a 7, okay, cool. Fine. If this is a 7, this is a 7. Typically, we see when it's 21 plus. If this totals 21 plus here, if we had to rate it, right? If we were interviewing someone coming in and we're like, how much did you know us? How much do you like us? How much do you trust us? If they're 21 plus, they're going to purchase. We can get them there, and I hope you're following me, right? I'm rating the amount they know us, like us, and trust us, okay? If we can get them there by them seeing us in content and ads enough where they say, holy shit, like I want this product so bad, I want this service so bad, I need it, okay? Then we're going to make them a buyer. Now, the most efficient way to do this is 1, run organic content. And I will tell you one platform, okay? 2, you at least start on one platform until you're at about $1 million a year. Then you can scale from there. 2, you calibrate this content to perform consistently. Notice I didn't say perfectly, okay? A lot of people think it has to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. It just needs to be consistent and get views and get followers, okay? Once that's done, you can take best performers. Oh, I'm scribbling, sorry. Take best performers and run ads. You simply run the best performers as ads. Now, down here, there's definitely going to be some retargeting stuff and some lead stuff that isn't going to be original like content, and it's going to be more like retargeting, and it's going to say like buy my thing, okay? But fundamentally, this should only come after all of this is good. So you need your content to be great first, okay? You need your content to be great first and calibrated for your paid ads to scale as high as they could scale. So what I'm telling you is if you're starting with paid ads, you're completely messing up. The natural progression and the natural order is this. You run organic, you calibrate the content, you're making money, you're making sales from it, at least $30K a month from the offer that you're running, okay, with content, and then you run paid ads to promote it on top of that, and it takes you to the next level beyond where most people ever go, because most people just focus on one thing and it completely messes them up. So look, this is how you do paid ads versus content. It's as simple as doing both. You start with content and then you run paid ads on the already really high quality content that's performing well, and that's how you scale. That's how you have exponential growth. I've seen it time and time again. Don't make the mistake of jumping the gun doing paid ads first. Now look, if you're already doing paid ads, fine, you just need to get your content up. You need both. You genuinely need both. Your ad dollars will probably be double, triple, quadruple what they're worth right now if you were running content at the same time. It is 100% worth the investment. It needs to happen, and you will not regret it ever at all. Look, guys, my name is Nick. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning. I am the owner of Launch Socials. We have done millions of dollars in sales, millions of dollars of followers for myself, for my clients, and I make these videos to help you guys and also to grow our company because this is part of our marketing. All of our links are below. We have some free resources. We have some other videos that would definitely help you out. We also have our consulting and our products linked below in the description. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.